Well then, welcome back, guys and ladies. I guess that's going to be my shtick when I get started in one of my playthroughs here, which I might do more of if people don't mind. If you guys don't want me dead by the end of this.
I stumbled out of the helicopter, already beginning to sweat, and looked around at the lush forest, the wet leaves.
Look at this thing. This is a helmet. I guess it's like a, I don't know what this is supposed to be, honestly. It looks like a motorcycle helmet? I don't really know. Kind of like maybe a knee pad. Maybe this guy was like a skateboarder or something. I don't know. There's a crashed motorcycle up there, so it's obviously meant to be a helmet, but it just, like, to me, this has never really looked like one. Kind of looks like an inverted turtle. Anyway, here we are in Industrial Jungle, level 3. This one's probably my favorite. It's one of my favorites. A lot of good shit in this level. Not so much bad shit. Just kind of a nice vibe overall, you know? We kind of explore the jungle, we walk around, we recover genetics.
Acquiring Jurassic or Cretaceous amber, extracting preserved DNA, and reassembling the complete sequences. Bringing it up well, Nicole.
You can see me, I'm rewatching some of my previous videos, like the last two, kind of, you know, editing them and all that. Editing in quotation marks, because I'm, like, really half-assing it.
3 Gray XMPs move more data faster than any computer center in the Americas.
And, anyway, I'm watching my, like, previous videos, and I'm just watching myself just mowing down dinosaurs like it's nothing. Again, that's not really normal for this game.
In 11 months, Site B became the most powerful genetics facility in the world.
Whatever.
The controls are very unique and strange for this game. Like, I'm manually controlling. You can see me manually moving my arm as I'm, like, aiming. Most players probably wouldn't do that, but I've played this just, like, way too much. And, like, I can just jump over this guy. And so I'm kind of a little bit good at it. I don't know if you can be good at this game. There's such a high chance that something really, really stupid happens. So, like...
Quiet, locked room, the extinction of species, the history of life on Earth is being methodically reversed.
So yeah, there's just such a high chance something dumb happens in this game that, like, I don't know if you can really be good at it. You kind of just get lucky. Over there you see that fella, that orange fella over there. He's sort of like doing the equivalent of a T-pose for dinosaurs. That's because his AI hasn't activated yet because I'm too far away. I think his wake-up distance is probably, maybe set to 30, I think the raptors in the base game are. Every dinosaur has a wake-up distance in, I think it's like meters. It's not quite meters. It's Trespasser units. But he's currently sleeping in quotation marks, meaning that his AI hasn't activated, so he's kind of just like T-posing over there. Let's shoot at him, see what happens. Pretty sure he wakes up if we do this.
13.
Missed.
12.
There we go, hit him. Yeah, see, now he wakes up and all of a sudden off he goes. He's like, oh shit, somebody's shooting me, I should probably do something. Well, it's too bad, friend. It's unfortunate you don't have a gun or anything. There's another interesting fan level made by Draconosaurus. I do not remember the name of it, but he basically strapped a machine gun to the head of one of these dinosaurs, and it was just epic. Like, this thing is just running around. It's like on full auto, just unloading at all times, because, you know, they can't aim or anything. Oh no, that was a magical level right there. I think it was called Silver Shore. Again, check it out. Check out, please, for the love of God, please, if you like this game, check out the mods for it. There are so many cool mods, not just made by me, although my mods, I think, are pretty cool, personally,
10.
right? Yeah, there's just a lot of good stuff for this game. I highly recommend you go on trescom.org. Again, shoutouts to trescom.org. You know, whoop whoop, please play on trespasser.org, trescom.org, blah blah blah. God, I hate myself sometimes. Yeah, those guys are chill.
On May 13th, 1997, deep in the island's southwest. Most of them had worked at my African parks for years. They never stood a chance.
Has anyone ever seen that video? It's like a classic Microsoft Sam video where he does like a battle scene, and there's like a helicopter, and it's, you know, it's like right. Like if you type funny things into Microsoft Sam, the youngins won't know what Microsoft Sam is because that's an old person thing. I think they got rid of MS Sam on like Windows, probably Windows 7. I can't remember. It's been a while. Anyway, I'm gonna grab myself an Uzi here.
Hasn't been used.
Pick that up. And grab
8
this
shots.
guy. So why don't we talk a little bit about the game instead of Microsoft Sam. This level, Jungle Road, this is actually fairly closely resembles the original version of it. The trenches are a little bit deeper and wider in this version. I think they were going for a little more realistic of a
spared no
stream bed.
expense, permitted no failures.
In the earliest versions, they were going for a more realistic sort of take. Here we have our friend, the Tribe B Velociraptor. This is our first encounter with him.
7.
We're just going to blow his
6,
head off and carry on.
5.
By 1983,
this fella
we
here.
had 13 new patents.
This gun, the M14, this is probably the best gun in the game in my opinion. A lot of people say the hunting rifle is, but like it just has an awful rate of fire. And if you're like me, you're like kind of just pushing the
2
gun against the
shots.
dinosaur's head like this and just shooting them, right? Like you do like this, boom,
1.
boom, boom.
Empty.
I completely missed him. The M14 is quite good because it does a good rate of fire. But anyway, this level, Industrial Jungle, was pretty close to its original release. This was a level that was shown a lot in pre-release screenshots. You can see here, actually, I'm trying to sneak along the cliffs instead of going down into the valley. And I failed. Actually, over here, right in this spot, I was stuck on the tree's box physics there. There was a stack, I don't know if they're still in the level, they might be hidden under the terrain. There was a stack of Lincoln logs, basically, like literal, I mean, that's what the puzzle was called by the developers, but it's Lincoln logs. And you would stack them to sort of, I guess, make a little platform for you to jump on. That would never work in the current Trespasser engine because, again, the game would just, like, die completely and you would be killed by the physics, which is funny. I haven't had that happen to me yet in this playthrough, but it probably will. Hopefully it does because it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, just another creative idea from the developers. Here we have
Hasn't been
another
used.
Velociraptor. We'll just gun him down. Let's get this guy with some close combat here. He doesn't want it. And he's dead. Cool.
November 1983. Test fertilization of an artificial ovum. My hand shook as I held the tiny eyedropper. 1 drop. 2 drops. There. The genie was out of the bottle.
Kind of gunning.
The raptor took shape inside its egg and I watched it on the ultrasound monitor. It looked like a ghost or a puff of smoke.
Trying to hold this gun like gangsta style, right? Like, let's... Boom. Here's another Easter egg. So if you knock this car down, it enters a trigger, which spawns, if I can find it, it spawns. Okay, where the hell is it? Is it this? Nope. Okay, well. Never mind, I'm bullshitting. Let's carry on. No, what it does is it spawns a rock, which I thought was supposed to be right there, but I guess not. It spawns a little tiny boulder. A little boulder. I guess I'm Irish now, I don't know. That says, no thanks required, the pleasure of all ours. The pleasure is all ours. Signed Max and Steven Spielberg, so I guess they were the ones who gave the idea for this falling car here. Which is kind of cool. Spielberg actually had interaction with the developers at multiple times. I think
I began to have my first inkling of the seriousness of our work. How deep the well was. This was life from 65 or 100 million years before mankind.
I've really done it. This is not a normal situation.
Yeah, Spielberg had some involvement with the developers of this game. I believe they were actually allowed to go to ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, for those who don't know, were the people who made the animatronics and I believe the CGI too in the first couple of movies. But the developers were actually allowed to go and see some of the stuff they were working on for Lost World. And here we have the big Chungus himself, the T-Rex. Let's see if he does anything of value. Sometimes he does. Most of the time he just gets stuck on things, and it looks like he's going to do that today. There he goes.
Rex.
Okay.
Tyrant lizard. They reigned for 25
You can see,
million years. We
see the
grew
recoil on that.
The 7 rulers of the island.
Alright, now I'm going to save just in case he kills me. We're just gonna run away because the T-Rex is also hilariously slow. Every dinosaur is like laughably slow in this game. T-Rex can outrun you because he's bigger. We clocked one at 50 kilometers an hour. It's like, okay, well, clearly not this one because this one's like a fucking slug.
Despite what
But
we've been led to believe, the T-Rex was not a scavenger at all. We clocked one at 50 kilometers an hour.
yeah, 50 kilometers. There you go. Or what does he say in Jurassic Park? 42 miles an hour, 48 or something like that. This area actually. I want to talk about this area a little bit if that T-Rex will leave us alone. This whole area here, interestingly enough, in early builds, was supposed to be a lake. I guess now it's like a dried up lake almost. But it was supposed to be, it was a big flat lake area. And again, if I actually remember to edit in a picture in this video, which I probably won't, but you know, this whole area is a big flat lake, meant to be a puzzle where you would paddle your way along the bottom of the lake with a pole on a raft, and I think they considered having some kind of dinosaur under the water to attack you. I know there was meant to be like a brachiosaurus in the lake, but obviously that didn't happen because there's no aquatic sort of dinosaurs in this game. Some fan mods have aquatic species. I know Rebel's recent Trescom anthology, Trescom prequel, has a Tylosaurus from Carnivore Cityscape, I think, in it. I used to love those Carnivores games too. If you guys have ever played those are another classic of this time period. There's a Parasaurolophus, by the way. Here comes the T-Rex. He's gonna go destroy him. Even the dinosaurs like had their designs changed as the game went on. I think the early models were probably placeholders based on their low poly count. But the early T-Rex looked a lot closer to the one from the movie. It was it was actually based on one of the maquettes from the movie. A maquette being a miniature model of a dinosaur intended to, or a model of a creature for a movie, intended to sort of show the CGI and the full-scale artists what they were going to be building. And the Parasaurolophus was the same. He looked just like the one from the movie, except really low quality and blurry, and I mean, it's good they replaced him, but I do wish this guy looked more like the movie. Anyway, moving on, we're going to head down into the gorge. This is one of my favorite parts of the game here. Another part which was completely absent in the early versions of the game. This was a continuation of the lake, actually. The lake would have ended up... can't really see me shooting here because I'm aiming all over the place. Point this guy. If I can point my gun over there, you see that? That was where the lake would continue to. And it would have opened up into a big swamp, actually, which was supposed to be muddy and difficult for the player to go through, with pits that you would fall into and get stuck, and all sorts of horrible things, which sounds kind of fun, honestly. I wish there was more like environmental like pain in this game. There's not enough suffering in this game. I'm sure there is for beginner players, which if you're a beginner player, good luck. Like I said, this game is pretty savage. It's a little goofy with its controls, but and don't use this gun, by the way. This is the VP-70, I think, as seen in Aliens. Don't use this gun. It's trash. We're gonna see if we can get away with killing this dinosaur. I think you get. I think it takes 4 shots to kill a raptor, and you get 5 or something. Okay, no, never mind. I just bullshitted completely. It's 2 shots. 2 headshots at least. They do have locational damage. I like this gun too. This is the G3, I think. I don't know. I don't really know anything about guns. Modern guns, at least. I do like. I like some history, so I do know a lot about like the World War II era. Anyway.
13, 12.
Yeah, I'm a huge nerd, by the way. In case you haven't garnered that yourself. Yeah, I'm a tremendous dork. Like I'm sitting here. I've got like Dobby the house elf on my shelf. He's my literal elf on a shelf. I got Darth Vader sitting up there. I got a little T-Rex. Yeah, no, I'm a huge dork. Like, but at the same time, it's fun stuff, and nerd culture is starting to, weirdly enough, become popular these days. With the rise of Marvel, especially like in the early 2000s, you get early 2000s. I mean, like 2008. You get the Avengers. And with the Avengers almost comes this sort of like, dominance of nerd culture. I mean, look at Jurassic World. Like I know plenty of plenty of people I wouldn't call nerds who were like, yeah, man, Jurassic World, that's a fucking great movie. Whereas, like, back in the day, they'd be like, dude, you like Jurassic World? Like, get the fuck out of here, you know? But, you know, it's things have changed. People's opinions have changed over time, and, well, I mean, opinions of this game haven't changed over time, because this game is just a big pile of shit, but, let's see here. Let's kill this guy.
9, 7, 5, 3.
Yep. You have to kind of angle your wrist. That's what I was doing there, because I couldn't move because the gun was literally hitting her boobs. So I had to sort of like pivot the gun around them. All right, this area here, I can never remember quite how to get down from up here without falling to my death. Let's see if we can figure it out. I think we can try over here. See if we can kind of work it out. And there we go. We're down. There's another dinosaur. Let's just throw him away. Oh shit! Oh shit! Whoop. And I have no gun. Alright, well here, let's try this. Nope, okay. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been throwing guns at the dinosaurs whenever I run out of ammo. I'm not really trying to kill them, I'm just doing that because I'm like, well, I got no use for this, because you can't reload guns. Here we have
Hasn't been
something
used.
I actually find pretty cool.
6 rounds.
This is the Biosyn helicopter. As you can see, this is Biosyn on the tail. Biosyn being, of course, the company that, in the books, were the ones who were paying Nedry to steal the embryos. That was the company that Dodgson worked for, Lewis Dodgson.
5, 4.
I'm pretty sure he returns in the newest Jurassic World movie. I don't really know. Nor do I care. But yeah, no, I just think that's kind of cool. It just implies, again, there's a lot of like really nice. Oh, look at that guy rolling, rolling. He did it for the nookie. I really hope you guys don't know what that's a reference to. Fucking, if anyone likes Limp Bizkit, like, I don't advocate that. Please go home and rethink your life. What the hell am I doing? Why am I going this way? 1 second, I just need to check the time again, because I'm a stupid idiot, and I am the idiot, and I forgot to check my time, so give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so, I think I'm gonna go for about 5 to 6 more minutes. I set my timer for 7 more minutes, so let's keep going. Again, I want to keep these videos around 20 minutes, but I just failed again, so this one's gonna be a bit longer. All the more fun, I suppose, if you're enjoying these. And you can enjoy my Jeff Goldblum-esque speech pattern. You know, like that, right? I sound kind of like I'm doing an impression of him of Ian Malcolm, I guess. Which is one of my favorite characters. I do like Ian Malcolm, John Hammond, great character. There's so many good characters. I'm thinking of all of them. Yeah, they're all good. Jurassic Park 1, great characters, great cast. Just great. What a great movie. And if you don't like that movie and you're watching this video, like, seriously, man, like, what are you doing? Like, there's no point. Like, you can't go on with yourself, man. You gotta watch this video. I keep saying man as if, like, I know the only people watching this video are guys. It's like a 99.999% chance. But, you know, hey, we're a bunch of dudes. We can all hang out. And if you're not a dude, you know, thanks for joining the party. I hope you never meet me in real life, because I will probably annoy the hell out of you. Alright. Let's kill this guy and keep going. I mean, if you're a dude, honestly, I'll probably annoy the hell out of you too. Everyone will just dislike me. I have no friends. No, I'm joking, I have friends. Just not, we all pick on each other, but it's fine. I'm sure that's like most friendships. Anyway, here we are, approaching the really cool. This part's all really cool, actually. Let's go take a look over here. We can look down into the gorge. Really nice view. This area is just really cool to me. I mean, it's kind of weird and like look at that tree over there, like just sticking into the ground. Again, like you can really tell a lot of this was edited later on, especially if you go and look at the levels in the level editor we have, Trespasser. That's the editor. Oh my god, look at that. You can also see like the occlusion glitching out. The game uses occlusion sort of planes, models, which if you know anything about occlusion, what it does is it cuts off polygons that you're not going to see from the world. And so they're supposed to sort of be hidden inside of buildings and stuff, so it cuts off, like, you know, behind buildings, so it doesn't need to render what's behind buildings. But here, obviously, whoever placed that is just wasn't paying attention and just, like, plopped it down there. And now there's just a giant hole in the ground, which you can see vanished as we move past. And now you look over here and you can see the same thing happening because we're on the other side of the occlusion plane. Anyway, I think we're going to get up to the top of this next puzzle here, provided this doesn't take like 3 hours like it usually does. And I'm going to take a little pause here, and we'll continue in part 4, I guess. I'm uploading these videos, like, as I'm playing the game, so it's probably, like, destroying the quality or, like obliterating my bandwidth or something else, but, you know, whatever, it's a learning experience, and if you don't like these videos, don't watch them. Like, it's that simple. You know, I'm obnoxious, I swear. I do bad things. Don't show your kids these videos, because I like to swear. And you know what? We're like I said, I'm just here to hang out and have fun, and I hope you have fun too. And if you don't have fun, well, you know what? Fuck you. I'm just kidding. If you're not having fun, go watch another video. Like, you don't have to sit here and watch mine. Anyway, this is the I don't know what this is called. Kind of like the rock steps, I guess, is what I usually call it. This is another addition later in the game. Again, this would have all been flat. This would have been the end of the swamp. The swamp. I don't know why I said that with such a big P there the first time. It's not just a swamp, it's a swamp. Anyway, good thing I have a pop filter on this microphone. I can't wait to like play this back and just have like the audio just go completely berserk and just like, you know, like explode on me. But I'm trying my best with the audio here, and I know the audio in the game is probably a bit loud, so I'm gonna turn it down next episode if I can remember. But anyway, here we are. We've ascended to the top of the rock steps. And, you know, I'm going to save the really nice view we get for the next episode. So we'll turn around and look back. You can also see, actually, over there is our ultimate objective, which is Mount Watson. There's 2 mountains on the Isla Sorna of this game. Mount Watson, which is the big one there, and Mount Crick, which was the one we passed at the end of Jungle Road at the final exam. Named after, Crick and Watson, who were the ones who deciphered humans' genetic code, I think? Something like that. In any case, yeah, kind of nifty little tribute there. The island in this game, actually, I'll talk about that very briefly. The island in this game that you're playing on is not actually a replicate of the movie version. I'll talk a little bit more about the difference between Trespasser and the movie's lore, even though it's based on the movie. It's different. It is not the same. This game is not considered canon to the movies. But it's interesting. It takes a lot of ideas from the book. It's mixed up. Hopefully I remember to talk about that because, you know, like knowing me, I'm probably just going to do all the stuff I have to do after this video and then just totally forget because I'm a dumbass. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, please leave a little comment. You don't have to like the video. I'm not one of those people. Like, if you like the video, you like the video, and, you know, that's that. I'm not out for likes. I'm out because I'm having fun. And I hope you're having fun too. And if I keep rambling like this, you're not going to be having any fun. So, adieu. I'll see you in the next video.